The black-headed one you're looking at on screen is 25-10. She's a tongue wagger. This is lot 8. She's an in-game Dirty Secret. She's bred to Waspy and due July 22nd. I think one of the neatest parts about this sale offering is this quartet, if you will, of black-headed sows. And there's 2 pairs of litter mates. This pair of 25s that we're going to talk about are the in-games, and then the pair of 240s that are the kingpins, and they're backed, of course, by the same Dirty Secret sow. And as I put the catalog together and started to study what was what and where it came from, I actually did enough research to go back and every one of the sows on the pedigree, if you go 5 generations deep on these 4 sows, has sold in the Built the Brand sale, going all the way back to lot 1 in the very first one. And I think that's a pretty neat backstory. And if that isn't enough evidence to suggest their quality and their place in this offering, then come study them in person and come evaluate this one and evaluate her sister. They're not the same. Color aside, they're not the same. This is the stout mugged one, the big-tailed one. She's got the extra feature, the extra stoutness. She's been a big-time generator. And I do love the fact that we've got her bred to Waspy, because I think this could be a lot of fun. This is 25-10.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more there, but just to back it up just a little bit, this sow would have had a pair of trenches last spring, I believe, that both actually would have went to the East Coast as show gilts there, and they were both shown very, very well. And honestly, one of those was at Ohio last fall and was very, very good. And I thought honestly could have got along just a little bit better, but it was more fun to go back to Ohio again this spring and see a litter out of the trenches daughter out of this sow. And man, I can tell you, the bone, the power, all that stuff it's there. And it doesn't go anywhere. Those daughters are generating much the same that this one did. And then, like you said, bred to Waspy here, a boar that we feel has as much presence and just hard shape that was in our arsenal. Visually, that lines up as good as anything here. She generates bone. They'll be stout, have an incredible type of skull on them, and bred to Waspy, a boar that we put a lot of emphasis on look and just real hard shape up high. This ought to be a lot of fun here, no matter whether you're trying to win a barrow show or keep some daughters to build around.
I think this is going to be an awesome litter. I remember the day we did it, and her sister's bred to Absolute, and this one's bred to Waspy. And no, I'm sorry, her sister's bred to Move the Needle. This one's bred to Waspy, and I do think we've got them both bred as complementary as it gets from a phenotypic standpoint. I really like where we're at here. This is 25-10. She sells as lot 8. She's an in-game Dirty, bred to Waspy, due July 22nd.